I needed to watch it a few more times, and I came out with a few things. I think it's meant for his real hardcore fans, not people who respect his ability. Like, right? I'm a respecter of his ability. I think he's one of the most talented MCs to ever grace hip hop, but I am not a fanatic of his, and I'm not really into his stuff. I think he's that talented.
All right. So when you say one of the talented artists to grace hip hop, how long is that list?
I mean, J. Cole is probably top 30 all time.
So it's 30. So when you are thinking of the most talented people to grace hip hop all time, it's 30 people on that list?
I'm saying the most talented people to grace hip hop of all time is probably a list of 100 people.
100 people, okay.
Maybe 100. Well, that might be too many people. Maybe 50.
Okay.
Because hip hop been around 50 years, the recorded music portion of it, 45 roughly. So let's say 50 people. Okay. Let's say 45 people.
Okay. Keep getting shorter and shorter. So at 100 now, you're at the 50, 45.
Well, because we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. Like NBA is still on your top 75 list. NBA been around since the 30s and the 40s. They got a top 75 list. So I feel like hip hop, we should probably be right around 40 to 45. J. Cole would make that list.
All right. Well, how you feel about the song?
I mean, listen, J. Cole is Tim Duncan. His game is fundamentally sound.
Right? What's his bank shot? What's his bank shot?
His bank shot is just rapping. I mean, it's smooth. You know what I mean? He's just smooth. It's fundamentally sound. J. Cole is fundamentally sound.
J. Cole ain't got no post-up game.
He don't got a little post-up. He got a little post-up. J. Cole could do. Look, J. Cole as a creative, you know what his post-up game? He don't even be using it often, but it's like when he make them hit records. That's like his little post-up. That's his little post-up. You get a little closer, hit you with a bucket. Smooth. You know what I mean? And it's like people that are fans of J. Cole are fans of Tim Duncan. It's a level of success, but Tim ain't Kobe.
Tim is Kobe.
No. Tim is Tim. He's a successful top tier guy. Kobe is endeared to the public. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't endeared to Tim Duncan. Like, niggas ain't getting Tim Duncan tattoos and shit. You know what I mean? But he nice. He nice. That nigga Tim is clean, big buckets. He got some championships. Nigga clean, man. They got 2 MVPs. That nigga nice.
She got the same amount of.
That's J. Cole. So when I listen to J. Cole rap, when I listen to J. Cole rap, I hear a fundamentally sound MC and record maker. Very fundamentally clean, and I could respect it. You know what I'm saying? But when I hear the music, I just be like, it's like watching a Tim Duncan game. You don't really lose your mind when Tim Duncan is playing. You know what I mean? You don't really be like.
But then you check them
scores. By the end of the game, you look at the stat line, you be like, a nigga put together a solid game.
He put together.
That's Tim Duncan. I be like, Cole put together a solid game. That was a solid game. You know what I mean? Solid game. And that's to me when I listened to that song, right? I heard that song and I was like, that's a solid record. I see what he did. I like the little rewind thing. I like the little video, coming from the rooms. And it's cool.
There you go. The little rewind thing.
For sure. It's definitely a little rewind thing. I hear that.
The little rewind thing.
Listen, right?
Right?
So by the end of it, I was like, that was a solid game. It was all right. But I was thinking to myself, is it time? Like, do we really okay, so J. Cole is not just fans. J. Cole still has the interest of the world. And to be honest, now me, because I am not a J. Cole fanatic, I would probably need him to give a very honest take about what has happened over these last 24 months. For me, not you as a J. Cole fan, but for me, that's not a J. Cole fan, to be interested and actually probably go listen to the album, I would need to hear, hey, what's the last 24 months like? Where are you at with this? Because you are such an integral part, I need to kind of hear where you're at with it. And the more authentic it is going to determine how far I get into the album or if I want to listen to the album. But if it's like you think you can proceed on with your career and I would be vested in it, or me as not a J. Cole fan, right? As a respect of your ability, if I was to vest interest in it, you know what I mean? I would probably need you to catch me up to date.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like all right, so I'm gonna assume that your favorite boxer has lost a fight before, right?
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury lost a fight before, right? Do you have to hear him talk about him losing that fight, or you just have to see him win his next fight?
Well, so Tyson Fury went back and tried it again with Usyk,
and
he lost.
Lost again.
I got what I needed. You know what I mean? I understand we was not going to beat this guy right now. But if he would have lost that close fight and just moved on with his career,
you wouldn't accept that?
It would have made it hard for me to be into his next fight. But also, I'm a fan of Tyson Fury. Like Tank, I didn't care about who Tank is going to fight next if he doesn't fight against the guy that I felt like, here is the story of your career. Here's the story of your career, right? This is the story of your career. Like, I kind of need closure about it.
How do you feel how Errol Spence is handling it?
I think Errol Spence is fine. I think Errol Spence is kind of letting his body heal up. People forget he was in a really tragic car accident. He did lose a fight traumatically. That's fine, but it's nothing wrong with letting your body heal, kind of getting away from the sport, fall in love with it again. It's nothing wrong with that. I think that's fine. But that loss was different. It was a very one-sided loss. In this situation, because hip hop is like this evolving storyline that's kind of happening, right? Like, we're always vested in the rotating story.
Yeah.
And here is a story that's probably the greatest story ever told in hip hop 24 months ago. But
see, I feel like when it comes to Cole part in this story, I think it basically goes, all right, bro, you need to close that book. Don't forget the chapters. Chapter's over, the book is over. Go on to another book.
Well, give me the epilogue. Because that's where marketing is allowing us to be at. People not a fan. Because if you're a J. Cole fan, all you guys should ask for him is fantastic art that's representative of J. Cole. For not a J. Cole fan like me who respects his ability, I'm only on the marketing timeline of what's happening. You should not want it. You should be like, you should probably want to stay far away from it if he's not going to address it honestly. For me, right, as somebody not a fan, here is the marketing timeline. Here was where we left off with J. Cole. You know how, like, when they start on the TV on last week's episode, that's where we at. Last week's episode was Port Antonio, where it didn't come across authentic. It didn't come across authentic. And I think I do demand authenticity from J. Cole because I have always believed him. That's the one thing. Like, I've always believed him. That was the first time I was like, nigga, you lying. So I would like, because as somebody that's not a fan of J. Cole, but respects his ability, I would expect the same thing I've always respected of him. This authentic expression of where he's at based off of the marketing timeline, off the story timeline. So here in the story timeline, give us the real version, right? Us that are not fans, give us the real version of where you are at with it. And then I can move forward with you. But I cannot move forward with you. Like, I did listen to the song, but honestly, I'm not interested. And I don't really care what happened. Listen to it right now.
Like I told y'all up on this stream, if y'all been tuning